mind the kind of giving hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but this the best. Don't you see me out here shining, barely flexing. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, this the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Lions going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A second down throw for Brissett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This is Howard on second down. And some room to maneuver. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jordan Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
So second down, 3 yards to go now. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game was we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. They look for them to try it again later.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Breeze now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In motion, the tight end Reed. Now the rookie 7th rounder. This is Chris Carson. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Throwing now is Breeze. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Ready. Waiting. We got three, fellas.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First down, they run with Howard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Double tight. Ready. Waiting. Hey, check.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the toss play, Howard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Again, it's Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
In motion, Patterson. The pitch to Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They send Stills in motion. Here's a give to Fournette. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They send Stills in motion. Throwing. Brissett. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They go with Howard again. And he powers his way up past the 30. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and now it's 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Play fake, Brissett. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. That one goes for 24 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pistol. It's Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They send Stills in motion. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And now running right through it. Well, that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tavon Austin with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On second down, here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They run with Howard, and they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to do?
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Breeze, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Breeze to throw again. That's caught right side by Anderson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First and 10, here's Breeze. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On first and 10, Brissett. And Cooks has it over the middle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They send Stills in motion. Brissett to throw on first. A swing pass caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On first, they go right back to Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A give left side to Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the give, running right is Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vontaze Burfict leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. In motion, Patterson. Fournette on the toss to the right. A big hit. Knocked down sideways around the 37. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go! Flag round! Ohio! Flag round!
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. This is caught. It's Cooks. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They send Stills in motion. Brissett now on 2nd down. Broken tackle. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Vinny Curry. He's the one to get in this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Detroit. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A give to Howard. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They go counter with Howard. And some room to roam now. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. short kick. One of the up mid will take it now.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And the back goes into motion. A second down throw for Brissett. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
Breeze now on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They pitch out to Howard, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They toss left to Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Anderson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Ready. Like 5-5. Like 50. Like 50.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be third down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Here we go. 190.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because